Welcome to Ask and Learn.
Student, here the flame color of burning ethanol is blue, and this blue color of flame indicate complete combustion without exertion of the other organic compound. Now here we find the mass of alcohol burner decrease after combustion, which is equal to 167.45 minus 166.29, and by calculation we get which is equal to 1.16 gram. Now here we find the mass of H2O, which is equal to the mass of colorimeter with water minus mass of colorimeter without water. Now we put the value in this formula, that is equal to 211.62 minus 112.99, and by calculation we get which is equal to 98.63 gram. Now here we find the delta T, and the delta T is equal to temperature of water after combustion minus temperature of water before combustion. So now we put the value in this formula, that is 43.29 43 minus 29.8, and by calculation we get which is equal to 13.2 degree Celsius. Now here we find the heat gain by water. So formula is QW is equal to MW into CW into delta T. So here QW is equal to mass is 98.63 into 4.18 into 13.2, and by calculation we get which is equal to 5390.5 joule. Now here we find the heat gain by the colorimeter, which is equal to 497 into 13.2, and by calculation we get which is equal to 65.68 joule. Now here we find the total heat gain, which is equal to heat gain by water plus heat gain by colorimeter, and now we put the value, that is 5390.5 plus 6565.6, and by calculation we get QT is equal to 11956.18 joule. Now here we find Q of combustion plus here Q of heat gain by combustion plus heat gain by the colorimeter is equal to 0. So here heat gain by ethanol is equal to total heat gain, and which is equal to minus 11956.18 joule. Now here we find energy per gram, and the formula is energy per gram is equal to the heat gain by combustion divided by mass of the ethanol, which is equal to minus 11956.18 divided by 1.16, and by calculation we get which is equal to minus 1037.4 joule per gram, and which is equal to minus 10.31 kilojoule per gram. Now here we find the energy per mole, which is equal to energy divided by gram into molar mass of ethanol. Now we put the value in this formula, that is equal to minus 10.31 into 46.07, and by calculation we get which is equal to minus 474.6 kilojoule per mole, and this is our solution. I hope this solution is useful to you. Thank you.